Alright. Are you guys alright if we do the first of 3 flips? Oh, that's right. It's a random midpoint, yeah. That was not me. Alright, everybody, welcome to the stream. We're going to be flipping the map here in just a minute. And I'm excited to kick off my first stream of this tournament. Looks like, actually the last game that I streamed for DMT was JWT versus 6th, and here we are again with JWT versus 6th. Now, last time was an absolute slugfest. I'm expecting the same thing tonight. The map will be Utah Day with a random midpoint. That horn is broken as hell. Don't mind me, I just am in with the team reps coordinating the map flip, so if I'm not doing anything or saying anything, that's why. Alright, looks like JWT waiting on one more. You guys just let me know when. Alright, flipping right now. See you guys out there. Good luck, everyone. Alright, the timekeeper bot is all set up, and we are ready to go. I'm going to keep my blue chat off. I may turn it on occasionally for some in-game interviews. Alright, let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I need to keep my timer on just in case. What's going on, Nasty? Yep. Have at it. Alright, so this first 15 minutes of the game here, As always, I'll go over a brief rundown of the rules and regulations. First 15 minutes of the game is null. Use that time to build nodes and spawn enough tanks for all of your crews. In that first 15 minutes, you cannot cross the invisible wall. That's why you see that tank stopped right there. Once the clock hits 1 hour 15 minutes, all tanks may cross the line and start the combat. Looks like we got Chapel as our midpoint today. Should be a good one. Let's take a look at the players participating for each team. Looks like for JWT we've got Purple Goat acting as the commander. He will be allowed 2 peace strikes and unlimited recon planes during the match. Looks like we've got Weasel, Zeus, and Rex in crew number 1. Beef, Skeletor, and I'm assuming Gingatron as crew 2. It's Kilroy, Nutty, and Medshark in crew 3, and Senpai, Batty, and McNasty in crew 4. I don't know what the crews are for 6th, but we got Corsair, Yaz, Savage, Ironside, Agent Stone. I believe Agent Stone is the commander. I could be wrong. Snow, Crawley, Archangel, Stang, Vaccinator, Cryptic, Private Ballsack, and Deado. And let's go into the admin cam and take a look at the map. The last update added some pretty cool features for the admin cam, showing you on the map where all the enemy, garrisons, tanks, and players are. Saves a lot of time as a streamer having to search around with your highlights on and try to find where all the tanks are hidden. DMT. Some of the basic rules. TCs cannot leave the tank. They are stuck in it. Other crew members may leave for reps and reps only. You cannot forward observe. No smoke rounds as the allies. Commanders get 2 peace strikes, unlimited recon planes, and they are bound to the HQ unless transporting crew members back to their tanks. Once the clock hits 1 hour and 15 minutes, which we've got 9 minutes to go, all hell will break loose. This point specifically, isn't really great for cross-map shots. If we had Win 7 down here, we may see some shots at wall drop, but I highly doubt we'll see any at the 115 mark. Do want to screenshot my crews here. Alright, now that I have all my crews accounted for, there will be no cheating in that regard. So, the way the scoring works for DMT, if you're unfamiliar, is one of the reasons the TC stays in the tank is because, one, they have binoculars. It's more of a good faith thing, but two, that way somebody's always in the tank, and somebody's always racking up points when there's a kill. Occasionally you'll have a crew member die while repping, you'll have somebody disconnect. By keeping the TC in the tank, you can usually count on the TC's score being the highest in the tank. At the end of the game, each crew will have their top crew member's score multiplied by 3, and that is how you figure out your crew's scores. You also get points for holding the midpoint in this tournament. They are worth half a point per second of capture. So if you hold midpoint for the entire, we'll say an hour to make the numbers easy, 60 minutes is 3,600 seconds divided by 2. You get a score of 1,800 points for 1 hour of mid-cap. Add that to your combat score, and that's how you get your overall score. Highest score wins. And we are making a P3, it looks like. Stay tuned in 9 months. Very likely that we will see a recon plane in just a second here, probably from both teams. Get the initial layout for where the tanks will be for each team. By dropping it now, that gives them one more when the clock hits 1:15. That way you can see where the tanks are going, give yourself some better positioning, a little bit of a eye in the sky going into Chapel here for the initial mid-cap. Utah as a map predominantly known as an axis advantaged armor map, but Chapel is a fun point for sure, and I think we'll see a very even matchup here. I know 50s and DMT play are very different in terms of playstyle. Especially because you don't have to watch for infantry trying to satchel you. But I do know that anytime the point is Chapel, armor seems to do a better job on the Allies side. As far as DMT goes, I guess we will find out. I do feel that Axis has a little bit better sight lines and cheeky spots that you can play when you don't have to worry about infantry. So I'm excited to see some of those spots today. If anyone knows them, I know it's JWT. Yeah, so it looks like 6th is playing it a little bit smarter. A lot of teams will put their tanks right on the second line like that, which makes you pretty susceptible to recon planes. 6th is keeping their tanks back a little bit. You see they have a tank here and a tank here. They're hoping that JWT is going to run their plane right up this line and miss their tanks. They have one sitting right there. They don't mind getting one caught, but if they can play a little stealthy, that's going to be their goal. Looks like Crawley's the commander tonight. And a reminder that DMT is medium tanks and recon tanks only. The recon tanks are certainly a niche item in this tournament. When used correctly, they can be devastating. When used incorrectly, they can cost your team a lot of points. I know I typically do not encourage running them for my team, just because of the way that, you know, my guys tend to use them. They end up costing us a lot of points. They end up being free kills for the other team, and I'm not a fan. But if you have someone that knows what they're doing with it and you can coordinate a pretty stellar play with them. Usually with the recon tanks, you cause mediums to panic because they're fast, they can get around you, and you want to protect your ass, so you end up spinning, going crazy in a frenzy. If you can coordinate a recon tank to pressure a medium and cause that medium, that P4 or that Sherman, whatever it is, to panic and expose themselves, you can easily put them in a line of sight for one of your other tank crews to finish the job. You don't even have to fire a shot as that recon crew. Just your presence can make them spaz out a little bit. The more experienced tank crews will just put their gun to the rear and wait for that recon tank to roll up behind them. But we'll see if we get any recon tank plays tonight. Now we are just 30 seconds away from kickoff. I see the tanks are moving up. I still haven't heard any recon planes yet. My audio settings do get a little wonky when I stream. Oh, there it is. It looks like one of our tanks jumped the gun here. Crossed over the line before 15 minutes, but they did fall back, so we're not going to hold it against them. Are they running a recon tank? No, they're not. They put that down there as bait. That is something. And this is why I love streaming, because you never know what these teams are doing until you see it from this POV. But the race is on. We've got tanks heading for Chapel, and we are about to hear our first shots in just a minute here. Looks like 6th is heading for hard cap with 3 tanks, and they have 1 tank going south here. Complete opposite for JWT. 3 going for soft cap and 1 going to the north. We may see our first engagement. Oh, and we got our first shot in from Cryptic. But that tank is safe behind there. They may be able to get some reps off. I'm not sure if they saw that there were 2 Shermans over there, but if they try to push up and engage here, they will be met with a double tap. Looks like 6th is playing a little conservative here with their tanks, with only 2, now 3 in the soft cap, 2 contest. Looks like we had our crew out to rep here. TC stayed in the tank. TC switched to driver. It's an interesting topic. TC's playing driver. I personally think it's genius, especially in DMT. Here we go. We may see an engagement. Kilroy's tank is pushing up. I don't know if they know that tank is there. They see it. And first shot is in. They may be able to quickly win this engagement. Oh, first shot must have been tracks or turret. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Sherman Sorry, not a Sherman. P4 going for the flank. But we've got one Sherman with eyes watching the flank, covering it. This is actually a very good position for this tank. These pesky fences giving them all the cover. And we got another P4 pushing up. This is dangerous territory. Oh, there we go. We've got our first tank down of the night. Kudos to Sunday Beef's crew for racking up that kill. But 6th is still capping the point here. And we've got our first kill for 6th. Kudos to Archangel's crew. There's another P4 waiting though. Do they have a sight line? No, they do not. Very close though. That is trouble. With 2 Shermans up ahead, if they try to push out, they will be double tapped. Both teams quickly getting their tanks back onto the field. Oh, we're about to have another engagement. Maybe able to kill the engine here. Ooh, just missed the Achilles. Ah, that's going to be a dead tank right there. No chance. And we've got a tank down. GG's to Sunday Beef's crew again for their 2nd kill. And that kill just saved this point from getting captured by 6th. Ooh, looks like that tank missed. We've got another engagement on our hands. First shot in. That shot also misses. We may see another. Ooh, is that tracks? Need to hurry up and lock in this kill. And we've got another tank down. That's 3 for Sunday's crew. If they can just take out this last Sherman on the point, it will be uncontested entirely for JWT to take in and steal. Oh, this Sherman's walking right into a sight line. Let's see if we can get an Achilles shot here. Gotta go get that pesky flank tank, but no, we got first shot in, and this tank is gonna get to safety. Oh, wait. Let's see if this tank crew is tracking them. They're gonna walk right into it. Ka-chow! And 6th has had their tanks wiped off the map. Just one tank up north here, about to oh, these tanks are very close to each other, opposite sides of the hedges, don't even know. This crew's in trouble, in trouble, because looks like this Sherman may be sniffing them out. They are engine off though. And that should effectively be a JWT cap here. There should be nothing that can be done to stop this now. There we go. Will 6th be able to take out this tank? They do. Alright. Kudos to Savage's tank for that kill. Alright, 6th is changing it up a little bit, sending 2 tanks to the north. Oh, got eyes on one of them. Looks like... And that tank is down, quickly squashed. Good communication from JWT to take care of that, but not sure if they know there's another one right through there. They're not going to have a shot though. Oh, they do have a shot. Look at that. Through the hedge. Ooh. Great attempt. Great attempt right there. That was a very narrow shot to make. Oh, wow. They're still just going for it. I think they were going off a ping because... Yeah, if they could see that tank, they would know that it moved. And at 105.24, we have our first cap of mid. That goes to JWT. And 6th, smartly staying in their HQs to stack a little armor here. After personally dishing out a pretty big win over, who did we play? 1SBS, yeah. We played them last weekend on this map. Win 7 was our point. And you, essentially, if you are allies, you cannot run solo tanks off the beach here. You need to stack armor and come out as a group, otherwise you will keep getting picked off, and you just won't have a shot. And that is currently what we're seeing. If 6th doesn't change up their strategy a little bit, this is what we're going to see all game. Looks like recon plane just marked that one tank. Peace strike is in play. Oh, what kind of sightline do we have over here? Not much from here, really. I mean, you can see 2 chapel through the, if you kite that hedge, which I assume they may be planning to do. JWT has established a foothold in chapel. They are covering every angle, and they don't have to move. They can sit here and let the tanks come to them, which is exactly what's happening. Oh, that Sherman is in dangerous territory. 2 P4s locked onto its location. I'm rooting for a double tap here from either side just because they are so satisfying to watch. And so disheartening if you are the tank on the receiving end of it. And looks like Crawley's off to the races in his Jeep. Oh. And we've got a shot at this tank in the back. Now, DMT rules state that you cannot enter the enemy's third grid space. So if you are Axis, you cannot go into H, I, or J. If you're allies, you can't go into C, B, or A. That doesn't stop you from engaging them in their sectors. Nowhere is truly safe on this map, except really your HQ. And we've got a hit on that tank. Crazy sight line to hit that. And that tank is down. Just as fast as the armor gets stacked up, it falls back down again. Crawley must be having a good time in this Jeep. Something like this I wouldn't recommend. You only get 5 commander spawned vehicles, and that Jeep counts as one of them, so that's just one less medium tank you can have spawned. Given the gravity of the situation currently in this game, you're going to need as many tanks waiting in HQ as you can get. Was that enemy recon? Got yet another engagement. That is not going to be a safe spot to back up to, and you're stuck on a hedge. Oh. Tough spot to be. Wonder if we'll get a P strike here. They know where the tank's going to be. It has nowhere else to go. Oh, wait a minute. When did we lose a tank on this side? I must have missed that when I was watching Crawley's Jeep Adventures. My bad. I try to catch every engagement. I didn't even hear that one. Oh, we've got our first recon tank of the night. And here we go. They're going. They're a little spread out here. They got their one tank to the north, which has been hit, and 3 tanks going to the south. Let's go follow this recon tank, see if it can make some waves. Oh, uh-oh. They are running right into a Sherman. Oh, this is going to be a short-lived life for this recon tank. They have no idea. Oh, boy. Oh, but the P4 has no idea either. Oh, yes, they do. The gun's turning. Here it comes. Oh, well, that was JV. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, they're gonna love it when they see this on the stream. That's crazy. Did either of them even know about each other? I don't even know if that P4 saw the recon tank, but I know the recon tank didn't see the P4 because they are just chilling without a care in the world. They haven't marked anything. Wow. What is going on here? That was the crew that took out, pretty much wiped the entire team at the start. Now they're hugging trees. Alright, so this one recon tank is getting in position to make a play. If they can spook a Sherman out of hiding, they might be able to... They might be set up for a double tap from here. That tank crew does a good job of watching their sector. And that recon tank goes down. Good job to MedShark's crew. We got another engagement over here. And we've got a peace strike coming in. Let's go see if they hit. That was two planes, so that was an Allies peace strike, and they missed their mark. That was probably a call out from Archangel's crew. We got another recon plane coming in. This one is going to capture 3. Oh, it might even get 4 tanks if that one moves up. No, but it will get 3 for sure. Let's go take a peek on this tank and see what he sees over here. That is a pretty good position right there. Pretty much only their turret is exposed. Another engagement on that tank again, but we're going to stay here because we may see a play. There it is. She's peeking. Good angle there. Nope, they still get the pen. And Sherman misses their shot. They're going to back out to safety. And here comes Sherman number 2. Sherman number 2 should have a shot here. Hits turret, I believe. Marks the tank. And that tank goes down. And that is why teamwork makes the dream work. Those 2 tanks, beautiful coordination to take out the first tank of 4 holding this point down. Let's head back to the north. It looks like this tank is starting to gain some ground. Ooh, rough shot to miss. Oh, okay. It's my highlight tricking me. That tank is still behind cover. They're just shooting some Hail Marys, hoping to pen something through the bushes. And this is also some good coordination. These two tanks both with the same targets in their sights. They may be able to pull off a double tap here. I believe these P4s have no idea. Yeah, gun is still facing. They're looking at the same tank. This tank could do a lot of damage if they push up a little bit more. Tricky spot, tough road to cross. You got to turn the tank. Yeah, this Sherman is poised to do some damage. Do they have... Can they see over that wall? Yes, they can. Oh man, they may get a 2-for-1 here if they play their cards right. That's one tank down. Only their turret's out. First shot in. Oh boy, 2-for-1. They're trying to blind him with the coax. It is a strat, and they get a 2-for-1. That is a huge play. Good work to Archangel's tank for making that happen. Snow's going to get out for some reps. SP4 is going to race back, try to take care of the threat in the north. They don't know that they have a tank very close to them, just at Chapel. And this is where the game can change entirely. We are contested on midpoint, and now we are losing it. Good hit on the side of that. They're not going to be able to finish the job most likely. Sixth with a lot of pressure on midpoint here. One average Joe versus 3 purple Cobras. 4 purple Cobras. Yeah, 6th with a good formation to take this point here. This is where the game can turn around entirely. And at 46 minutes and 25 seconds, we have our first change of hands on mid. This P4 is going to push up to engage the Sherman. They should be able to get a shot on them here. If they're patient, the Sherman will pull out enough to... or they may meet the end, but they're playing it safe. They know. P4 will get the first shot. Maybe. Did they see him? There we go. First shot is in. Sherman will back up to safety. No sense in taking another shot, although I do expect them to. Try to get some pen through the hedge. Got two P4s racing in from up here, and they're going to be able to clean this Sherman up very easily. Now this lead tank needs to body block for the tank that just took a shot. Oh, and they do get it. That was unfortunate, but that Sherman does go down 1 for 1. Good trade. But not for nothing, that Sherman did take out 2 tanks by itself just a short while ago. Looks like enemy recon plane coming in. We'll catch 2 tanks just barely on it. I love a tank that sits with its engine off, very sneaky. Yeah, very cheeky engagement spot right there. And we've got a tank coming in from the rear. May be able to do some damage right here. If they can just get the engine. I don't even know if they see it. They do see it. They need to hurry up and make a move, or this is going to take out another P4. JWT very quick to contest and start capping mid again. Looks like just two JWT tanks in soft cap and one in the north here. Let's go up here and see what's going on. As the streamer, I am very conscious of my pings, and I'm the only one who can see danger pings. I don't use move markers, observe, anything that any other tank commander could see. That Sherman gets picked up pretty easily. And this one should be an easy kill for the P4. They're going to play it safe, though. I don't blame them. This Sherman's getting some shots. Probably going to get finished off by that P4 in the back. Oh, tough break right there. Sherman goes down. And midcap changes hands again at 42.02. And it is guns blazing at Chapel here. See if this tank can get out of here. He might have... Ooh, tank does go down. But we are... full sails. Oh, yep, that's... GG's for that tank. Good effort. Did they just lose another tank? They did. I didn't even see that one. That is tough deal for sure. It's now 4-on-1 again with 2 crews sitting in the HQ. And the Jeep has been driven out to the ocean. They realize they need to spawn more tanks. Sherman gets one shot into the P4 to the north. Will they get a second? They rick. That tank crew is happy over there. Oh, they still don't have enough time. Great sightline for this crew. Good job, Corsair and crew. Yeah, great sightline right there. That P4 did not have a chance. But unfortunately, neither does the Sherman against the 2 P4s that are rolling in to take care of them. And we're going to have an engine knock in just a second. And that tank is down. Oh, just 39 minutes to go here after what so far has been an action-packed game. A lot of ground to cover out here. Looks like they're marking a tank over here. Is it accurate? It's not. I think they may have just fallen short. They might be trying to mark this one out here. Yeah, I'm not knocking 6th whatsoever. I just don't quite understand the strat. We're now sending 2 mediums and a recon out. The mediums lead the way. But I just don't see a way that recon is going to be effective here. Maybe I will be proven wrong. I hope so, because I'd love to see some recon tank huge plays. And got Savage again in the recon tank. Yeah, I just... I don't understand. This tank doesn't exactly have great cover where they're at. At a point we know is crawling with JWT right now. One tank at the crossroads. Yeah, we got 3 on Chapel, 1 in the north. 2 of the 6th are in the south, and 1 is directly head on at Chapel front door. Now, if this were another scenario, I see what's going on here. I like it. If they weren't outnumbered, because they're outnumbered, I just don't know if this juice is going to be worth the squeeze. Seems like this Greyhound may be playing bait to get a P4 to peak so this Sherman can clean up, but given the Greyhounds only take 1 shot to kill and the combat score you get from them is 85 compared to 95 for a medium, it's just very risky to run a recon tank. That is why I typically tell 9PZ no recon tanks. Very, very niche situation where you would want to use them. They're just very costly. But we've got an engagement here. That tank goes down due to the sight lines and the sector control from the JWT team. And let's go take a look at the southwest and see if something can cook over here. I am curious about the Greyhound. What is the play here? Are we shooting recon flares? Are we baiting? I don't know. I'm dying to know, though. They are contesting, which is going to throw some red flags up for JWT. Look at them. They're already turning around because they know there's no tanks in front of them. They've got to be behind. Oh, 3. I didn't see that other medium come in. Yeah, they have gone wide, and they are going to try to make some magic happen from the back. And they will begin capping once this 3rd tank pushes up. Oh, no. Oh, I don't think they wanted to cap. I think that's the recon tank was trying to get out of soft cap so they don't let them know that they have 3 tanks, but they are stuck in the water, and they're going to start capping and give away their plan. And it is on. One tank goes down. They go for the double tap, but they don't pull it off. Looks like the P4 is injured. Oh boy. P4 will win this engagement. They do. They take out 2 tanks. It's just the recon tank in the back lines. I wonder if it's been evacuated yet. It has not. They're still trying to get out. Only way they can get out is if they fire the gun, but if they fire the gun, they will be given away. And P4 has no idea. They do not know about this tank. And now this is a power position if I've ever seen one. You're going to see anything coming off the beach no matter where they're at. And I mean anything. That crew is still attempting to get out of the river. But I think it's time to call it quits and maybe redeploy to the HQ, start fresh. I expect it to be pretty quiet for the next 5, maybe 10 minutes. 6th really needs to stack up some armor here if they want to have a chance at taking this game back. If they don't, they're just going to keep seeing the same thing over and over again. But looks like they do run one out of HQ over there. Okay, I thought I saw that. I wasn't sure if it was alive, but there she is. They should be. Oh man, that bush is in the way. If they just move a little bit, they'd be able to see that tank. And they've got eyes on the recon tank in their back lines. Oh no, they called a P-strike on what is now an empty tank. The crew just redeployed after they called the P-strike. Both teams have now officially used one P-strike. And Commander will be credited for that kill. Unfortunately, it would have been worth more if the tank crew was able to hit it. The Commander's score will not be given a multiplier of 3. So that is 85 compared to 255. The more you know. Oh, I hate to see it. We've got another recon tank coming out of HQ going on a solo mission. Why we're calling in supplies, I don't know. Typically all airdrops are off limits due to the planes interfering with the tankers. Oh, what is going on here? Let me see if the crew DC'd. Oh wait, we have an engagement. Oh, you gotta go catch that. Oh, and that tank does go down. From MedShark's tank over here on, I forget what this point is called. Looks like that'll be an enemy recon plane going over. Find out where this tank's coming from. They'll go for a little 2-on-1 action. Neither tank looking in the direction of the one that they just saw in the recon plane. Oh, P-Strike called in. Allies P-Strike misses. That's their second P-Strike damages the tank, I believe. Oh, that crewman will be needing a ride back to his tank. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. They are aware that they cannot park there. I may have to award a kill to 6th for that one because they did cross into the 3rd sector to avoid dying. That's a tricky one. I'll have to talk to other tournament officials about that decision. Alright, tanks are going to trade places. One to rep and get their crewmen. The other will try to get the kill. Those 2 tanks will get marked on the recon plane, plus the recon tank coming out of the North HQ. I still don't know what's going on with that recon tank. I believe the crew probably crashed. Very frustrating for them if that's the case. And not sure why, but okay, there it is. Recon. I was like, why isn't that getting marked on the plane? Ooh, they got 5 seconds to make it happen. Oh, wow. That is a crazy shatter right there. Oh, wow. Definitely starting to look like D-Day. I might be on the wrong beach. I don't know my World War II history. This tank has actually very good cover with that barbed wire. One tank on the crossroads for JWT down there sending shots down the road. I wonder if they'll be able to hit this tank. No, unlikely. Alright, we got one shot in. Oh, that tank is still up. Will they be able to finish it? They might be able to. Oh, I think they hit tracks. They may have hit turret on the first shot. That tank's going to back away into safety. We've got a stalemate yet again. That recon tank in the back lines. Oh, did they hit them? Holy shit. What a shot. They're going to miss there. But this recon tank will likely collect a transport truck kill. Which is fair game. And combat score is combat score. The gun's a little too slow. They're going to lose their chance. And great driving from Purple Goat. Oh my goodness. This this is something else. Oh, this river claims another recon tank in almost the same exact spot. Should be able to finish the job. Oh, they're going to need to back up into safety. The smoke from that round should protect them. It does. And the hedge will also protect them. There's a lot going on the map right now. JWT is very wide. Not a single tank in soft cap, which is interesting. But also unneeded. Works as a great radar system. We've got another abandoned recon tank in the river again. Maybe some free combat score if they can sniff it out. JWT plane goes over, just misses those two tanks, but gets those two. We've got one going map edge. Front door is entirely wide open. Oh wow, interesting sight line. There, see, the spotter can see over the hedge there, but the gunner cannot. Back up. Oh, they got a hit. That tank is going to have to back out. Okay, they've traded now. Oh, this may be GG's for the P4. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, and what could have been a great play turns against them. Got another engagement over here. P4 gets the first shot and should be able to finish it off. That Sherman's dead in the water. They're trying to squiggly squid to get the ricochet angle. It does not work out for them. That clears the tank in the north. Okay, so this is interesting. 6th is hurting for tanks in a big way. Okay, so that tank just despawned. That's 1, 2. Their default recon is right there. That means they had 2 of their 5 commander spawnable vehicles stuck in the back lines. So they've been limited to 3, essentially 3 medium tanks for the last however long. They just now got the ability to spawn another with that one despawning. I did not see that one up there. Here we go. We got another engagement. And that is going to be another... Oh, it's alright. Take your time, buddy. You got all the time in the world. And that tank goes down, as well as the crewman trying to rep it. I haven't checked the scoreboards in a while, but based on the feel of the game flow, this should be GG's. JWT could retreat to their HQ and never fire another shot the rest of the game, and they would win on combat score alone. I have no idea where I am. There we are. And just a very dominant display of power for JWT tonight, and this map really is a coin flip. It comes down to who establishes their dominance first, and the cards just happen to fall in JWT's favor. Both very good DMT teams. I always love streaming them, always love watching them play. Still 12 minutes left. Anything can happen. Alright, well, I think we're going to have some quiet on the front for a couple minutes. Let's check the scoreboards. Got Washed Weasel's tank in the lead. Yeah, so JWT has roughly double the combat score of 6th right now, and only 10 minutes left. JWT has also held midpoint for 50 minutes, 5-0. That is likely going to be a wrap. Do we have another engagement? We do, because we've got a crewman out repping. I must have missed one. Because they're leaving HQ now. I missed an engagement. And it looks like 6th accidentally spawned a recon tank, so they have driven that off into the ocean to get rid of it, because they still have a spawned vehicle stuck in the river. Let's go north to a battery. I don't believe enemies can hear blue chat. If they can, they will talk back. Oh, well. Game of peekaboo, looks like they know exactly where it came from. And P4, with nothing to lose, is going to get aggressive and try to finish the kill. Wow. Wow. All the TC had to do was switch the gun, and they actually would have won that engagement. But he sat in the driver's seat, or he sat in the spotter scope, and that's it. They would have had first shot. They were repped enough to swallow 2 shots. Oh, they did have another tank out here. No sightline on the Sherman. Let's head back over to the south. Peace strike coming in. Both teams have now used both peace strikes. And that is a miss. I mean, they did hit, but they didn't get the kill. Sherman's going to try to finish it off. And they do. Commander gets the assist on that play with the peace strike. This tank is taking shells. Did they get a kill on that? Nope, just a lot of damage. They should be able to finish it off here. Oh, and we might finally get the recon tank play that we have been waiting for. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and the tank goes down before the recon tank gets a chance. I'm still in prox chat, so I have to keep my distance so I don't give it away, but here we go. Oh, we're going to see a baby interracial tank made right now. I've seen it all, fellas. I have seen it all. One more shot should do it, I believe. Engine is dead. Can they do it? Oh, wait. They do. Recon tank does get a kill. But they do go down. Congratulations, you have just killed a recon tank. And at this point, JWT knows that they've won it, so they will fire the guns into the air to celebrate. And another recon tank going to the north. We are just throwing anything that we can at them. Well, if you watched the stream, thank you for joining. I hope I didn't have any mic issues. I did get a DM that said I had some static coming through. I'm not sure what that was about. I did some mic checks before I started streaming and everything was fine. But I had a fun time watching these two teams play. Sherman is getting engaged already. Looks like they may have traded. They did. What is going on? Sir, I don't believe you can park there. And another P4 comes in. Oh no, that is a recon tank. Here we go. We got to play. Finished off by the P4, and that's teamwork, making it happen in the final minute. And another tank is marked to the north. And yet another recon tank stuck. And we've got a TC forward observing. What the fuck is going on here, fellas? It's the last 10 seconds. I don't think that's going to make a difference in the game, but that is GG's. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I get a chance to stream some more games. Very busy season. I will give my commendation to Purple Goat for taking on the role of Commander. It's quite a boring role in this tournament, but someone's got to do it. Yeah, great. I guess I need to take a picture here. And thank you all for watching. That concludes round 1 of the DMT Tournament 6. Round 2 matchups for the Panzer group should be out this weekend. Excited to see who these teams go up against, who 9PZ gets matched with in our first real attempt at this tournament. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for